dress like a pro. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2. Opens up. Talk about your journey over the course of your rookie year.
Yeah, I remember it was really exciting to have fulfilled the dream of being an NBA player. I struggled early in the season, particularly against some of the veteran guys I ran up against, but found my rhythm and really played extremely well for the second segment of the season. But there was a period, Kevin, when I ran into a wall and just had nothing in terms of sharpness or legs. And then all of a sudden, after about a week and a half of that, it just went away. And I hit my stride and finished strong.
Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. They've got Adebayo. Easy breezy out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Morris in at the 4-man position. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. And that one, good.
You know, they'll put the ball in DeRozan's hands and run the pick and roll all day long. He's phenomenal at getting good shots in that set.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It doesn't go for him. Here's Easy Breezy and the jam by LaVine.
Oh, I love seeing LaVine elevate. One of the most fun dunkers we have in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Bellinelli. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Just 5 on the clock. That one wide left. Here's Easy Breezy from 10 feet out. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Inside. Pass to Bellinelli. DeRozan against Doncic. He can't get that one to fall.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the miss by DeRozan. Nurkic finds Doncic. Now Bellinelli, guarded by LaVine. From the arc, and Bellinelli is good for 3.
And he's made a living draining the 3-ball. Bellinelli is a cold stone sniper.
The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Here's Doncic. After Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. Nurkic in the post. He's guarded by Adebayo. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And Vancouver, look at who they've got. They've got Zach LaVine, DeRozan out there with Morris. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Monk in at the point guard.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Here's LaVine after Luka Doncic's bucket. Teardrop shot, and LaVine lays it in. LaVine's got 12 points in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Doncic against DeRozan. And that one quick
and balanced. But I think his quickness, too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 5. Rebound by Bjelica. Bjelica's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the pass to Bellinelli. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. 5 points in the game.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Adebayo. Passes to Monk. 3-pointer. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
And Monk has excellent timing on the catch and shoot. Takes no time in getting it off once he catches the ball.
Pass to Nurkic. He kicks to Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Outside DeRozan. The pass to Morris. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. He gets it in there.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now here's Levine. 12 points for him. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Monk for three. Hands it from downtown. Monk's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And timeout call.
The hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And the basket by Jones.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Windler. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Goes up from the top of the key, and the basket is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's ABC. And so the victory here at home. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And for the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. We'll see El Paso taking on Miami. So El Paso will get the first possession. Now we'll look at El Paso's starting lineup. We've got Ball, Kevin Love out there with Davis. Then it's Robinson, and it's Rozier in at the point guard. Offensive rebound, Davis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now, here's Warren. Brogdon outside. Offline with his three. Robinson passes the ball. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
That added muscle helping Lonzo there, looking stronger and more confident on these takes.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job.
Right. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Ball kicks to Rozier. Fires for 3. And Love gets it to go.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Walker with it. Pass to Kaminsky. Here's Warren. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Ball. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Šarić. And here's Šarić. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's a 3-point game.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Robinson. No good that time. And it's Miami. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. El Paso will keep it. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for El Paso. He said Kemba Walker, of course, will be a handful. With his quickness, he's almost impossible to contain. And, of course, he can raise up and hit from anywhere, especially in the fourth quarter. Kevin, they have to be on their game tonight.
Thank you, David. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 6.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Kaminsky finds Brogdon. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Kaminsky, the pass to Brogdon. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
9 feet out. Here's Davis, and the layup falls.
Not at this level.
Here's Warren, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Pass to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Over ball. Love grabs the board. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They've got Warren. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Bridges. And it's Šarić in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And Brogdon comes over to help. Passes it to Kuruc. They get it back. Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got the lead up to 10 now for El Paso.
A great rebounder in his position. Ball's high energy is what allows him to keep possessions going.
Walker in the post. He's covered by Ball. Good work there as it goes.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
He feeds it to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Walker against Ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. But first minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Brogdon outside. Kicks it to Warren. 6 to shoot. Over Love. And the shot by Warren, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at their offensive end.
And just tax a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Walker. Šarić trying to free. Miami no good on that time either. Ball kicks to Love. And Love throws it down.
All right. You better respect the athleticism of Love. If you don't, he'll put you in a poster.
Brogdon against Ball. Now Brogdon. He's got 13, and he gets the bucket. Brogdon's got 15 points.
That's a setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket. Lighten the load and step up.
Green left side. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Rozier against Thomas. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for El Paso. Pass to Rozier. This one for 3. Miami grabs the miss. Bitadze's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Bridges. The shot's good. Here's Miami now. Here's Milton. With the floater. Basket good. Davis down low. So El Paso picking up the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline. Starting group for the visitors. Jay out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Young in at the 4. Alec Burks is out there with Simmons. Then it's John Collins. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Leonard in at the 5 spot. And Smitty, what about the teams that know they're going to be championship caliber contenders? How do they stay motivated early in a season with so many games to play?
You know, it's hard. I think a lot of those guys, they're looking at, I would say now we're talking about load management for those type of teams. They're just trying to make sure their bodies, their minds are ready for that run. But usually those championship teams, they understand, they're motivated by winning. They get it together at the right time.
Here's Simmons, rejected by Young. Here's Oladipo. Here's Middleton. And that'll be 2 free for Middleton, Greg. You don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
Burks, the basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
James against Simmons. Here's Ibaka. The shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. Covington in the corner. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Have to guard Covington at all times from outside the arc. He is lethal from deep.
Simmons against James. Now Oladipo. James finds Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With some arc. That one goes in.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Simmons against James. Pass to Burks. There's the three. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Middleton for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Passes it to Burks. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll calls.
James, the pass to Oladipo. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Count that bucket.
Terrific body control from Burks, reading angles and creating space.
Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. James, the pass to Ibaka. Young outside. Collins with some nice D.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know,
Right outside. He kicks to Evans. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Kyrie gives you a ball handler that can create something out of nothing.
We're about 1.5 minutes into the second quarter now. McConnell passes to Prince. Young up top. Five to shoot. On target from 13 feet. Young's got 4 this quarter.
It sometimes takes more than one defender to help alter the shot when he's that close inside. It's a tough shot over the contested hand.
Simmons inside. Working on James. Covington with the bucket.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
James looking around. The dish now to Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And that's Prince. That time on the assist from Thaddeus Young.
And getting those points the hard way.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I got a chance to hear what John Beilein told his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Collins is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Covington in at the 3.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Burks on the wing. Misses off the right iron.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Prince's shot is good.
Yeah, coming down.
James against Simmons. James, the pass to Ibaka. 1:43 left in the fourth. And Oladipo now atop the key. It's blocked, and he's able to get. Pushing it up. Covington wide open. He fires. Here's Simmons. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Simmons got 25 points.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Burks against Oladipo. In the corner, it's James. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Here's Simmons. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Good on the shot. 27 points for him.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Oladipo against Burks. And the call, no good. A tough break there. Really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Simmons. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, the quickness, the size, and the speed of Simmons, really breathtaking, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
It's Oladipo on the wing. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Simmons dishes to Covington. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Love the jump shot Covington possesses. Often it looks good coming right out of his hand. Foul line. This lead will be...
Simmons finds Burks, and here's Covington from the arc. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. And now got point game. The tray. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled.
A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA. On to the NBA game for this latest class of rookies, Doris. Always growing pains of a feeling out process. It's always interesting to watch that being put together.
There are, Kev. There always seem to be a couple of welcome the NBA moments as a rookie. Certainly you might take your lumps here and there, but this is a talented young group. Can't wait to see what they do.
I can't either. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Al-Farouq Aminu, Emmanuel Moody out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Brown and Harrell's in at the center. They've got Fall, Paul Millsap out there with Durant. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. Now here's Brown. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it, and that one is good. Schroeder with the ball. Pass to Fall. Back to Schroeder. Five on the clock. To paint. Here's KD. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, against aggressive defense, but Kevin Durant so good at keeping his balance even amidst getting knocked around.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to Harrell. Yep, that one goes. Harrell's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks doesn't typically end well.
Bucket is good.
I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant is an underrated passer, and he has really shown a new level where that's concerned.
Dinwiddie passes to Harrell. For the 3. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist for Moutier.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Mills. And the home team has possession. It's a 3-point game. KD against Brown. It's good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Passes to Dinwiddie. No good on the three. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's KD. And a lot of contact.
In history in terms of how unguardable he is.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Dinwiddie dishes to Harrell. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And the three off target. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Moutier passes to Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Harrell. Just 4 to shoot. There's Brown with the three. Kennard with the rebound. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Down low. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Schroeder in close.
Fall 80% since the break. Now, here's Aminu. The dish to Dinwiddie.
Hey, yo, right here.
Shoots Schroeder. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
Well, continuing to show confidence in that jumper. Spencer Dinwiddie looking comfortable.
Moutier brings the double team. The pass to Fall. Back to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. It's not going to go for him.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually. I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Now, here's Moutier. He has 6. Brown feeling it out a bit. He feeds it to Harrell. And foul into sufficiency. Pass to Moutier. And he uses the glass on the layup. Moutier's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Now here's Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Bryant. Biombo, no luck.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Moutier with the basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a...
And there's the pass to Bryant. Back to Dinwiddie. High arcing shot.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
So the home crowd happy here. Welcome one to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is New Jersey. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Lights out there with ABC. Then Andrew Wiggins. Here's DeColo. He kicks it to Morris. Off target with his three. And here's New Jersey. Lights out passes to Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
DeColo can't get it to go. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for New Jersey.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Pass to ABC. Inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got his second bucket.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
The pass to DeColo. Fires from 14. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And DeColo kicks to Morris. Here's DeColo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against George. Wiggins with the block, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Puts it up off the inbound. New Jersey leading by 4. Kuzma outside. And foul. Morris outside. Smith for 3. Good on the three-point shot. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
New Jersey trailing. Here's lights out. Last time out, he had 13 points.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Kuzma. And the shot goes in.
Some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
So it's New Jersey now. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
Pass to Langford. Lets it go from 14. And the basket is good. Langford's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Wiggins outside. Lights out passes to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way. And he hits the jumper for 2. 6 points for lights out.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
It's Morris atop the key. Takes a three. Rebound by Jang.
Give him a little credit. Takes some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad.
Out of the D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Wiggins passes to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Outside Teague. Outside George. Drains the three-pointer. George has got 10.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
There's the pass to Towns. Now here's Wiggins. He has 6. Back to Towns. Baseline jumper. And the shot goes in. Towns has got it all tied up now for New Jersey.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Pass to George. Over Wiggins. Uses the glass to him. He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Smith with it. Over Rose. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Rose bringing it up for New Jersey. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now George. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Rebound by Smith, being a mediocre 41% in this one. Outside for George. Pass to ABC. Here's DeColo. The offensive rebound. And that'll be that time. Crawford against Evans. The feed to Pachulia. And the layup's good off the glass. And New Jersey leads by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
New Jersey with the ball. Here's Wanamaker. And so it's New Jersey easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd.